Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. Spitting. My name's Rochelle, and I'm going to be doing a love reading for Scorpio in all placements, and it's a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to be starting with my angelic messenger deck, pick a couple cards for you guys, and then go into the main spread. Jojo made it. Good morning. Thanks for being here. And thanks so much to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. All right. And also remember that roles can be reversed. So apply it as it fits. You know your story best. Okay. Diving in. You have forgiveness. 12. And your person has expression. 19. Alrighty. I'm going to use my Lightseers deck to do this reading. Okay. So what's currently going on? What is the sitch? Having trouble shuffling. Are things a little funky with you and your person? Having trouble coming together cohesively? All right. Currently, we have, here we go, Three of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So immediately I get that here you are in this Queen of Cups energy. You've gone through heartbreak with this person. Something painful has happened. But you're using it to rise up. You're not letting it take you down. You're like, all right, I'm going to get back to myself. It's about self-healing. Maybe you are taking up a meditation practice, or you're just diving more deeply into that, into boosting and nurturing yourself, your intuition. Because what you want is ultimate fulfillment. You want family, you're focusing on friends and creating a legacy for yourself. Could also be where there's heartbreak around wanting. You thought that you were headed in this direction and it didn't work out. You thought that I don't know, um, maybe you were with somebody, maybe you were married. Um, I don't know. I'll get some more cards, obviously. um, yeah. Let me keep going. Frost Winters Tarot and Magic is here. Good morning. Thanks for being here. What's the challenge? What is the challenge here? The Hermit, Virgo energy, Page of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. There's a good chance you two aren't talking right now. You're in some kind of separation. Somebody has pulled their energy back. Or there's a need to. After this Three of Swords, after this pain, this heartbreak, whatever's happened, there's a need to really gain some kind of clarity, some kind of perspective, do some introspection to get back to your, you know, that feeling of excitement and optimism for what's to come, for the future. Yeah, Page of Wands. Um, to get back to that playful, childlike energy. because because that's what's going to get you your ultimate emotional wish fulfillment. And it can be the kind of thing where when you're dealing with heartbreak, it can be very easy to go in the opposite direction of the self, to um sometimes we can blame ourselves, sometimes we can kind of get into this place of like apathy and like, well, nothing matters anyway, and then we don't treat ourselves as well, start binging on various things that aren't so good for us because we're sad, we're depressed, whatever. And so that could be, even though you're trying to be in this place of, like meditating more, trying to connect to your intuition, this could be, it could be challenging to get into this, really get into it and get back to yourself. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something here, but I think things will be revealed as I keep going. So, what happened in the past? The star, Aquarius, the Tower, Scorpio, that's you, and Strength, Leo. Wow, all major arcana. Something happened here. A wish fulfillment came crashing down. And it was probably quite intense when you don't get what you want, especially when it's something that you've really been hoping and dreaming for. And then it's just like, bam, rug gets pulled out from under you. Well, yeah, it's challenging on a number of levels. And yet this is, you know, especially when you okay, let me see if I can get my thoughts in order. It makes me think of the saying that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that can be the most annoying thing to hear when you're in a situation. When people are like, "Hey, but you're going to be okay because," and you're just like, F you, like, leave me alone. I don't feel stronger. I'm tired of having to be stronger, or be strong at all. But that's what's happening. And she's got the heart necklace on, and it's like, it's merging these different parts of yourself and becoming balanced because of it. Kind of that beast in you versus the kind of, what's the word? I was gonna say tame. Tame isn't right. You tame the beast, but it's like it's the two different parts. The gentle, meek part versus this powerful, like forceful part. Um, could be dealing with someone with Leo and or Aquarius and or Scorpio in their chart. This was a huge shakeup. It was a major life change. Oh, and she's got the come on, brain. The thing on her arm, the infinity symbol. So this situation actually helped to elevate you spiritually, helped to get you more in touch with your intuition, which is your direct line to the universe. Um and that's why currently you're in this Queen of Cups energy, because you're just like, yeah, I'm much more connected now. You have done a lot of healing. There's more to do. Maybe this person, maybe that's part of the challenge, is this person is kind of off doing their thing, trying to figure their stuff out. Meanwhile, you're I feel like doing pretty good. And you've gotten really clear on what you want, on your priorities. And they're not quite there yet. Let's see. So, who is this person? The Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands, Six of Wands. Okay. So this person, they they could have a tendency to be manipulative, deceptive, to try and get away with things. Um, I feel like they've done they've done this with you, where they you know, trying to be sneaky, get away with something. And maybe this is just kind of how they operate. But it's because they feel incredibly burdened by something. Typically when people are, when they act in lower vibrational ways and in not so nice ways, it often comes from a place of pain and fear. Um, Not to condone their behavior, but they've been carrying this heavy burden. It could be around where they're in the spotlight. They get a lot of attention. They like the attention. It boosts their ego. I'm getting that this person, they have some self-esteem issues, something around self-worth. They don't feel like they're good enough, and so it kind of causes them to act without integrity sometimes. Um, because yeah, they're just it's like it's it's a burden to them that they have all this attention. They like it, and yet it's heavy. It weighs heavy on them. Could also be where they they recognize, or they see that they have these tendencies to be deceptive and sneaky, manipulative, whatever they're doing or whatever they do. And that is a burden to them, because what they really want is victory and success. And maybe this kind of behavior, it's like it's self-sabotaging behavior, and it gets them in trouble, and it knocks them down, and that's heavy too. But I feel like we're definitely dealing with somebody who has some ego stuff going on, and they don't act with integrity all the time, and they certainly haven't with you. So what does this person want? The Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the King of Swords. That's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Um, they want wish fulfillment. They want to they want what they want. I kind of get they want their cake and eat it too. This 3 of Cups, because they get all this attention, they might have people who oh, we got kitty confirmation here. We'll say groupies. I don't know the right word, but people who are just kind of there because they're in the spotlight, and and this person is drawn in by that, and they like having all this attention, even though it could be very, um, you know, it's there's no substance there. Nobody wants them because of who they are. It's because of their status, because of how they look, how they act, what they have, what they do. It's not because of who they are. It's kind of empty. But also, I feel like they want genuine connection. They want people in their life who they can have fun with, who they can trust, who they can relax and be themselves with and not have to be on all the time. They want they want people in their life who will be honest with them. They don't want just a bunch of yes men and women around them who just tell them what they want to hear. Maybe this person, maybe they haven't been very honest with themselves or with other people, and they want to be more like that, but they don't know how. Maybe they're not good at it. Maybe they're kind of a people pleaser and um, have trouble being honest. I have a feeling that you're very honest with them. um, you could have air in your chart. But ultimately, they they wanna feel like I feel like this person appreciates people who are honest because they know where they stand with them, and a part of them at least recognizes that all this attention that they get, people are not being honest with them, and this is a part of the burden. This is a part of what's heavy. And the 7 of Swords could also be them, like, trying to sneak away from that, but then, constantly getting caught, like, just as they're, going out the back door, it makes me think of, like, rock stars, and they're trying to get out the back of the venue, and then there's all the groupies waiting for them, and they're like, "Oh, oh, we're back on again." I don't know. So, how does this person see you? The 2 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, yeah, you definitely could have some air in your chart. All swords. You, you know, this heartbreak that is happening, or has happened recently, it put you in this place of like, I don't know, like I feel we'll find out how you really feel about this person, but you know, clearly you really cared about this person or do care about this person. Um and you feel torn. It's like you want to give them your attention, but then you don't. You feel like this whole situation is just kind of pulling at you in a really painful way. You and this is how they see you. It's like maybe you have I don't know, like maybe you pulled your energy back and maybe sometimes you're like, "Hey, I'm here," and sometimes you're just like, "No, I can't talk to you." But ultimately, through this confusion, through not being sure or knowing how to proceed, you finally decided, okay, I can't deal with this anymore. You took off the blindfold, or you will be, or yeah, um, will be taking it off. And ultimately, I feel like you have. And you finally saw things for what they really were. You finally were like, okay, in order to get away from all this craziness that's pulling at me. I need to take off the blindfold and then like figure out how to make my escape. And that's exactly what you do. Um, you are done. You have ended the cycle. You have walked away and you're moving towards a new beginning. Page of Swords. You know, she's got the book. You through walking away, you've had some kind of epiphany, some kind of understanding about how you want to move forward in a way that's going to benefit you. You could be deciding to go back to school, to learn something new, to really devote yourself to something that is going to be fulfilling. They could also be watching you. I mean, Page of Swords, that can be, you know, they could be watching you on social media, spying on you in some way. But this is how they see you. And so maybe they like to fantasize that you're watching them. I don't know, this person might be a little bit delusional, but ultimately you said enough is enough. And you're like, "Nope, I'm done. I'm walking away because I need to focus on myself." And that's good that they recognize that they're like, "Oh, uh-oh, wait, what? Wait, where's Scorpio going?" But everyone else always sticks around. Everyone else just, you know, wants what they want, and you're like the one person where you're like, "I'm putting up with your nonsense." So, and Redbeard made it. Hello. So what's hidden that you don't see? Oh, apparently I need to shuffle again. Hang on. Temperance, Sagittarius, Eight of Swords, Ace of Cups. Yep. Yeah, you could be this person could have Sagittarius in their chart. They are all up in their head about you walking away. They're like, I don't know. Maybe they didn't realize what they had until you were gone. They thought you were like everyone else until you walked away and then they were like, "Oh my god. Oh." Like they suddenly realize how amazing you really are. And you know, that can be the hardest thing sometimes. Is like it makes me think of like, you know, a kid who has all these toys and they, you know, they kind of there's so many that they can't appreciate what they do have. And so the parent comes and takes the toys away for whatever reason. And they get really it gets really clear on like, oh wait, but no, I that one particular toy, I really like that toy. I really want that one. And they can't have it. Yeah. So anyway, this person, they're all up in their head because they realize that they love you, that they, you know, or they have these really deep feelings for you and they want a new emotionally fulfilling beginning with you, but they have to be patient. And that's causing like they don't know how to proceed. They want to bring you an offer, but they're so afraid that you're going to reject them. They keep having all these thoughts, the worst case scenario. What if? What if Scorpio says no? What if Scorpio does this or that? You know, like I give them my heart and then they stomp all over it. Like, I don't know. I feel like they're definitely seeing how much they hurt you and why you had to walk away. And now they're dealing with that, like that realization and the reality of that. They want to come forward. They want to make you an offer. How? How do you feel about them? Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and Justice, Libra. Libra energy, and the King of Pentacles, that's Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You feel like you could feel like you put a fair amount of effort into this connection. You were interested to see what would grow out of putting in this effort. You definitely put some roots down. Um, and maybe this person was just really focused on their work, whatever they do, being in the spotlight. They're just kind of like focused on the money, focused on the material things. Um, they could be in a really high position at work, some kind of boss, CEO, um, self-employed, self-made kind of thing. But definitely more interested in stuff than at least, yeah. Yeah, because you don't know that they're feeling all this stuff. So you could just see them as just being really like, self-serving. I feel like I was saying some of the same stuff for Libra yesterday, although I was a little bit different. But ultimately, it's like just more interested in the, yeah, the stuff, the the surface stuff, the material world, which is great to a point. But with Justice here, you feel like you're getting some kind of justice. You're coming you let's see. You've I mean, at the end of the day, you feel like this person, they've got a good heart. They mean well. There's a reason that you invested in this, or you feel like they're worth continuing to invest in. It could also be where you're kind of like, I put so much into this. Maybe, like you got to the point where you were just like, I got to walk away, even though there were some pretty solid roots there. You were seeing progress. But with the Justice, I think, I don't know. What is this Justice? What is this Justice? Eight of Cups. Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah, you felt like this person didn't have your best interests in mind. They had their best interests in mind. And you decide, through you walking away, once again, we have this walking away energy. You decided to create your own justice, create balance in your life. Because you're just like, you know, no amount of money is going to give me what I want. And you know this better than most people. Um, there's got to be something deeper there to really keep your attention. It can't just be all about the surface stuff. So what are this person's next actions? The Magician, Gemini and Virgo, Five of Pentacles, and Six of Cups. They're actively trying to manifest you back into their life. They're pulling out all the stops, doing whatever, using whatever tools and resources they have available to them to somehow create some kind of magic to bring you back, because they feel left out in the cold now. In this card, yeah, there's a key there. um they feel like you walking away not only hurts, and they feel all this loss and pain and sadness from it, but they're not even uh, how do I say this? um Allowing themselves to try and get back. The key is there. They could let themselves back in, but they know they've blown it. And again, they have so much anxiety about what they did, how they acted, how they treated you, that they feel like they have this remorse, and they don't feel like they deserve to come in from the cold. But I don't know. I think they're going to try anyway. Because with that 6 of cups, that you have a history together. You could have known each other for a long time, since childhood. You could have children together. This could just be a really deep, strong soul bond that is undeniable. They cannot they they cannot not make some kind of offer to you, come towards you with some kind of love or peace offering or something. They see they see now that you're the one they want to grow old with. They want to spend the rest of their life with you. They want to get out of the cold. And I feel like they're going to make some kind of sweet offer, sweet gesture. Again, we have the come on brain, infinity symbol, lemniscate. uh um so it also feels like they are, through losing you, they are starting to tap into their intuition, their spiritual side, learning how to alchemize the situation, because they know that however they've tried to do things before doesn't work with you. Totally falls short. You see right through them and you're like, "Pfft, whatever. It's just money, it's just stuff." And so they're also working on, they're they're doing a deep dive within themselves. That could be what that hermit is. Yeah, because I talked about that a little bit. Like, that could be the challenge, is that it's difficult for them to do that introspection. They don't want to look at themselves and the things that they've done. And yet that's what the universe is forcing them to do. Keep being drawn back to this forgiveness card for you. Um, you're getting to a place of forgiveness, or you have already forgiven them. You have a big heart, and even with everything that's happened, you don't hate them. You're forgiving them because you don't want to be stuck to them in this situation. Forgiveness is not condoning behavior, it's not letting anyone off the hook. Forgiveness is about getting you unstuck. Forgiveness is something that is beneficial to the person doing the forgiving more than the person who's being forgiven. And this expression card, they're they're going to start expressing themselves to you and how much they love you, But let's get the potential outcome here. Yep, we got the Ace of Pentacles, the Moon, Pisces, and Cancerian energy, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, you two have such a strong bond. You you really love each other. There's going to be a new beginning. This person is going to express their love to you despite all the fear and anxiety about how it's going to turn out, and because of your big heart and willingness and ability to forgive. This is there's going to be some kind of new beginning that is solid and stable, um, where you two are you're able to come together and start building and really like putting infusing emotions and love into this situation, where before it was I don't know, it was other stuff, the surface stuff. And there's there's an element of mystery here, and this could be just because of who and how you are, where you don't really reveal all your cards all at once. As this new beginning happens, I think you both are kind of thrust into your emotions. There's a deep dive here, and it's not totally clear how things are going to play out or progress. But now this is something that you can work with. Now there's substance here. This kind of energy is where you are feel most comfortable, and this is where you feel you can build and grow from. So it looks really amazing. um I'm gonna pick cards from the Queen of the Moon Oracle to finish off. Yeah, we got Faith, number 31, Attraction, 44, and Change, 35. That's right. Um, you could be in this place of relying on your faith, knowing that everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. You walking away from this person, even though you really love them, because you deciding to walk away because you knew that's what you needed to do for you, that you did that from a place of faith. And and it's like this makes you more attractive to this person, to the world in general, to people around you, because you're just like, I know that things are, because you are, yeah, you are so, you are deeply spiritually connected, or very in tune with yourself, with your intuition, with the energies around you. And you're not, you are loving yourself, you are focusing on yourself, and that self-love is infectious. Like it draws people in. It's a higher frequency, and so it draws people in who are at that frequency, or if they're not, they see you because you stand out, you shine. And there's this big change that's coming out of this. There is this huge attraction between the two of you, and you're just like, we'll see what happens. And the change does come, will come, is happening now even. This feels a little bit like the Tower, a lot bit like the tower. Where'd that tower go? Yeah, where we have all this lightning, and there's not even, I don't know. It's like something's breaking apart, but it's so that it can be rebuilt. That's the whole point of the tower. It's destruction for the sake of creation. You can't you can't have something that's built on a faulty foundation. It's not going to last. The tower comes and that energy, it levels everything so that there can be a new beginning, in this change. It's necessary. And you and this person are becoming more grounded because of this change, and yet free at the same time. So, anyway, big things are afoot. Big things are coming, and it looks really beautiful. So keep having that faith, and yeah. I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.